The year of the fire horse 2026 is not playing with people. 2026 is not a soft launch year. It's not a manifest quietly and wait year. It's not a fake healed, fake humbled, fake aligned year. 2026 is the year of the fire horse, and the fire horse does not negotiate with illusion. In Chinese metaphysics, the horse already represents maximum movement. It governs speed, freedom, instinct, and momentum, and it does not stop to explain itself. It doesn't look back for approval. Now add fire. Fire is exposure, truth, and consequences. When fire mounts the horse, what you get is not chaos for chaos's sake. You get reckoning through acceleration. The fire horse year is very rare for a reason. It appears once every 60 years. Historically, fire horse years are not remembered for comfort, but for irreversible shifts. They mark the end of false authorities, the exposure of corrupt systems, downfall of people who took their power for immunity. The fire horse years don't ask if something is sustainable. They prove when it isn't. And here's the part that people miss. The fire horse does not target the innocent. It targets the performative. The horse governs movement when it comes to travel, migration, markets, careers, reputations, and information. In 2026, nothing stays stagnant because it's familiar. If something has only survived through inertia, fear, or silence, it's not going to survive this momentum. This is the year where the secrets move faster than their containment. Lies outrun their creators, and people get exposed mid-sentence, not years later. You don't get a long grace period in a fire horse year. You get a moment to choose integrity or be dragged the hell down by your own velocity. Fire horse energy punishes one thing above all else, and that thing is duplication without substance. In 2026, fake gurus get outrun by reality. False healers lose credibility publicly. Performative activists are exposed by real sacrifice, and people who borrowed language but never embodied the truth get called forward. Fire horse doesn't care about what you say you are. It cares what moves when the pressure is applied. This is not a year for half-healed people in full authority. Let's say it plainly. 2026 does not support people in power who have never faced themselves, never corrected their harm, never paid spiritual or emotional or ethical debts. If you climbed by exploiting others, if you silenced people to protect your image, if you hid behind titles, money, beauty, or followers, the fire horse does not destroy you quietly. It lets you run until everyone sees what you're running from. For those of us who are aligned, this year is fuel. Now, this is important. The fire horse is not here to punish everyone. For people who have done their inner work, told the truth even when it cost them, lost things because they refused to lie, been isolated for integrity. 2026 is not a threat. Things that took years to move suddenly move in weeks. Opportunities come fast, and expect readiness. Truth speakers find each other at speed. There's no time to second guess who you are in a fire horse year. 2026 does not carry people who are out of alignment. The horse is not cruel, but it is selective. If you're holding on to relationships that require you to betray yourself, careers that hollow you out, narratives that protect ego instead of growth, you won't be punished. You'll simply be thrown off by momentum. The fire horse doesn't stop for emotional bargaining. It says, if you cannot ride with honesty, you will fall where you lie. Why this year feels so intense already? 2026, people are already feeling it because the fire horse energy begins before the calendar changes. You might notice people unraveling publicly, long hidden dynamics resurfacing suddenly, rapid endings without closure, collective impatience with nonsense. That's because the fire horse year clears the track before it runs. What looks like chaos is actually preparation. This is a year of spiritual athletics. 2026 requires stamina, not manifestation boards, not slogans, not aesthetics, stamina. You will be asked to move when it's uncomfortable, speak when it costs you, decide quickly, and live with integrity. Indecision is more dangerous than mistakes this year. Firehorse forgives errors made in truth. It does not forgive cowardice dressed as caution. Time itself is no longer subsidizing dishonesty. You're either in motion with your soul or in motion away from it. This year will not ask who you want to be. It will show you who you've already been. So if you feel the pressure rising, if things feel faster, louder, less tolerant of nonsense, that's not punishment. That's the sound of the fire horse arriving. And it only runs with the real. Last fire horse year was 1966, 60 years ago, and it's notorious in both Chinese astrology and world history for exactly the kind of upheaval fire horse energy represents. Here are some clear, concrete examples of what unfolded so you could see the pattern, not the mysticism. In 1966, the last year of the fire horse, Cultural revolution exploded in China. May 1966, Mao Zedong launched the Great Proletarian Culture Revolution. Youth, the Red Guards, were empowered to publicly shame authority figures, dismantle traditions, religion, and academia. They destroyed old ideas, old culture, and old customs. Firehorse theme is youth plus fire plus ideology plus speed equals uncontrollable momentum. Once it started, it couldn't be slowed. Global authority structures began fracturing. In 1966, it marked the momentum when post-World War II obedience cracked. Students, young people worldwide began rejecting governments, war narratives, religious authority, traditional family hierarchies. This energy didn't just peak instantly. It ignited in 1966 and erupted fully by 1968. The Vietnam War escalation and mass protests. The Vietnam War intensified dramatically. Draft resistance increased. Public trust in government collapsed at speed. Televised war brought truth to living rooms for the first time. The Firehorse signature truth moving faster than propaganda can even contain it. Civil rights turns from please to enough. 1966 saw the rise of Black Power as a response to slow symbolic form. Stokely Carmichael, Black Power. The movement shifted from integration-only narratives to self-determination and protection. Firehorse energy, patience ends. Politeness dissolves. Self-definition takes over. While some major assassinations came shortly after 1968, 1966 set that stage. Leaders became targets, surveillance expanded, activists were criminalized, the cost of truth-telling became unmistakably clear. Those who ran ahead of the herd are seen and targeted first. The sexual revolution crossed a line of no return. Traditional sexual morality collapsed rapidly. Birth control access expanded. Gender roles were destabilized. Marriage and family structures began permanent change. The body becomes political. Control dissolves. Autonomy accelerates. Art, music, and culture become weapons. Music turned explicitly political. Artists stopped entertaining and started confronting. Psychedelic culture expanded consciousness. Culture moves faster than law ever can. 1966 didn't end the world. It ended the illusion that the world could go back. Firehorse years share these markers: youth-led disruption, authority humiliation, rapid ideological polarization, moral lines drawn publicly, systems exposed faster than they can adapt. That's why astrologers say the Firehorse years don't ask for change, they enforce it.